Well, this is Flit and Flutter, which is our brand new January 2026 release. And I'm just going to walk you through all of the products because they are absolutely gorgeous. Just wait till you see. Okay, I'm going to tuck these away and we'll get started with this. So this is Flit and Flutter 12 by 12. This gives you an idea. And there are 12 double-sided sheets. There are also 52 cutouts in this collection. And as always, because it's hot off the press, you are going to see a scrapbook page and a card, which I will show you in just a moment. But first, let me show you the pages. And here they are. Okay, so here's the first one. Gorgeous, and as always, scrapbookers, you know you're going to put your photographs there. Card makers, you know that you can cut these in quarters and make 4 cards out of every single sheet. Now here's the back side. So it's the same artwork, it's a light color, but you've got some corner embellishments too. Okay, here's the second one. So that was butterflies. Here is hummingbirds, more of our Flit and Flutter. And this has the green tone, as you can see. Gorgeous. And there's the back side of it. Same idea, you have those beautiful corner embellishments. We are back to butterflies, this time in orange and blue. And on the back side, you have corner treatments, or you've got border treatments all around. Here we are back to hummingbirds. And this is the green, as you can see. And there's the back side with some dots and a beautiful border at the bottom. These are the cutouts and 2 borders, as you can see, the full 12 inches. And these are going to be perfect for card focals, for journaling on your scrapbooking, and they will coordinate, of course. And then the back side is this pale, pale pink. So really pretty. And then these are the cutout greetings. Now you're going to get 2 of every single sheet I've just shown you. And as always, most of these have greetings. All of them have art that corresponds to the papers, and some do not have greetings so that you can layer them and do some things. And there's the back side with the blue. So as I said, you're going to get 2 of each. And as I promised, let me show you the scrapbook page. Here is the green sheet. So you've got your photos. They are matted onto the solids, which I'll show you in a second. We have some of the cutouts as well as a die cut. And this is from the cutting die, so I will show you that also. And here is the card. We'll get in closer so you can see. And this is a great example of using one of the large cutouts, the mega cutouts here, and this is one of the cutouts on top of it and one of the borders. So everything is right there. Okay, now we're going to move into the solids, and they also are 12 by 12, and there are 12 of them. And the way that we can do that is that on one side there is, in this case, a really nice solid blue, and on the back side there's a light blue. That gives us 2 colors in one sheet. You have a tan and a softer tan. We've got this kind of a brick color with a pink on the back, a light blue, and a soft pink, a green. I'm not sure that you really saw that because on camera those light colors really sometimes get distorted, but we have a green and we have a light green, we have a yellow, and we have an orange. So that's giving us all the colors that we're going to need for all of our Flitter and Flutter pieces. Now let's get into our 6 by 6. The 6 by 6 are the same art that's used in the 12 by 12, just shrunk down. However, there are 4 sheets of every single design. You just saw the design, so I'm not going to go back, but I will show you a card that's on the back of the package. It's this one, and isn't that lovely? So it's using the solid first, and this is one of the 6 by 6. This is kind of the bottom part of it. There are 2 cutouts, actually 3 cutouts there, and some of the cutting dies, which I will show you in a moment. And so you get 24 sheets, 104 cutouts. Wow, perfect, isn't it? Okay, let's get into the die cuts. As always, there are 31. We'll have to get back on the camera with that. And they are, again, perfectly coordinated. Let me show you the sheets. There's 2 different ones. Again, kind of like the cutouts. They all have the art that corresponds. You can see the 2 borders. Some of them just have the art, but most of them have greetings. And then there are also these that just work really well in so many places. There are 2 cards on the back of the package, and I'll show you what they look like. Here we have one, and this is cleverly taken one of the, looks like the 6x6 papers, and torn them, inked the edges, and put them onto the front of a card. Here is the die cut. And here is another card. Also, this is using the 12x12, and there is the die cut. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, we also have, let's go into the chipboard. The chipboard is a 6x6 piece. There are 12 designs in it, and we're going to get in close just as soon as the equipment works. There we go. And as is true of all of our chipboard, there is so much detail into each of the pieces. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And what that allows you to do is to color. Now we're going to get in super close to this. So let me show you. Okay, so there's the piece in chipboard, and there's the piece that's been colored, and that's been done with markers. And what these embossed or these engraved lines allow you to do is just to go over them with the markers or whatever you're using, and it just creates such a detailed look. And it's just so much easier than just having an outside shape, don't you think? And there is that beautiful border at the top, just been colored with the pens, or you could use ink, you could use embossing folders. There are some more of the pieces, just lovely. In fact, they are flittering around the piece, as you can see. So that is our chipboard. Now, how about the cutting dies? Whoops, let me show them to you first. There are 19 pieces on this package. And so you can see we've got butterflies, we've got hummingbirds, and we have some beautiful other pieces. But let me show you the card that's on the back of the package. Here it is, and this is another part of what I mean about the thin cuts. It is something that Hot Off the Press has developed, and you can see. So what happens is that, yeah, let's get in closer, even closer. Here you go. So you can see these lines are actually cut into the paper. Now, paper isn't going to fall apart by any means, and there are pieces that you can layer on top that match perfectly, and there is the finished example, and that's a great way that you can show it. So very much like coloring the chipboard, you can do the same thing. Notice how Debbie's gone on the outside of the hummingbird with one color, same thing on each of the wings, and this is the second wing. You can see it's foam taped up, and then went along the lines with that same darker color. It just adds so much detail. Now, there is a hummingbird going facing to the right, and there is a hummingbird facing to the left. Both of them have the additional wing that can be on top, and that works nicely. But look at this. Do you see this piece? Well, this is what it looks like when you die cut it out. So it is a gorgeous piece. It is 4 inches wide, and isn't that pretty? You can really see how it is there. There are also butterflies. There are many sizes, but 2 of them have an extra pair of wings, and they can go on top, and they could be lifted and colored just the same way. So there's one that size, which is 2 7/8 inches wide. And this one that is 1 3/4 inches, it too has a top part. Now, we do have some that are also individual butterflies, so that will work nicely. You can see them right there. And then in addition to that arch of leaves and flowers, there are also the corner pieces. And there's one that goes this way. Well, actually, this is the same one, isn't it? But there's another one too. So that's just going to give you lots of options. And the flowers are separate so that you can cut those out and add them quite easily just right on top, as Debbie has done on this card. It is gorgeous. Okay, so that is what we have with our solid Flit and Flutter, our 12x12, our cutting dies, our 6x6, our chipboard and our cutting dies, all of them, and they will be available right away. And be sure to watch the webisode because there's just so much that you can see. That's Flit and Flutter for 2026. Bye-bye.